The village of Oakhaven was small and silent, shrouded in an ancient fear. Nestled in a forgotten corner of the world, it seemed to exist in a perpetual twilight, where the sun's rays barely penetrated the thick canopy of trees that surrounded it. The air was always heavy with a sense of foreboding, as if the village itself was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. The old well lay at the edge of the dark woods, shrouded in mist and chilling tales. It was a relic from a bygone era, its stones worn smooth by the passage of time. The well was more than just a source of water, it was a symbol of the village's dark past, a past that the villagers preferred to forget. Yet the well stood as a silent reminder of the horrors that once plagued Oakhaven. They said it was haunted, a gateway to your darkest fears. The well was believed to be a portal to another realm, a place where nightmares came to life. Those who dared to peer into its depths claimed to see visions of their worst fears, visions so terrifying that they were driven to madness. The well's reputation grew with each passing year, its legend becoming more twisted and terrifying. Legend told of a soul trapped within, its cries echoing in the wind. The story went that a young woman, accused of witchcraft, was thrown into the well by the villagers. Her spirit, unable to find peace, was said to haunt the well, her mournful wails carried on the wind. On stormy nights, when the wind howled through the trees, the villagers would hear her cries and shiver in fear.
Villagers spoke of the well in hushed tones, afraid that speaking too loudly would awaken the spirit within. They would gather around their hearths, sharing stories of the well and the horrors it held. Each tale was more gruesome than the last, a testament to the villagers' fear and fascination with the well, warning children to stay away. Parents would tell their children to never go near the well, to avoid the dark woods at all costs. The children, wide-eyed with fear, would nod solemnly, their imaginations running wild with thoughts of the haunted well and the ghostly figure that lurked within. Some had glimpsed horrors within its depths, their sanity forever scarred. Those who were brave or foolish enough to venture near the well often returned with tales of unspeakable terror. They spoke of shadowy figures, ghostly apparitions, and whispers that seemed to come from the very depths of the earth. Their eyes, once full of life, now held a haunted look, a testament to the horrors they had witnessed. But, the stories only fueled the curiosity of the young and foolish. Despite the warnings, there were always those who were drawn to the well, eager to test their courage and see if the legends were true. They would gather in the dead of night, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement as they approached the well and peered into its dark, foreboding depths.
On a night when shadows stretched long and the moon hung heavy in the sky, the air was thick with anticipation and a hint of danger. A group of friends dared to tempt fate, their hearts pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. There was Liam, the bold one, always pushing boundaries, never backing down from a challenge. Emily, skeptical yet easily swayed, her curiosity often getting the better of her, and Mark, quiet and cautious, harboring a secret fear he couldn't name but always trying to keep up with his friends. "Who's chicken?" Liam taunted, his voice echoing in the still night air, challenging the others to step up. He picked up a rock and threw it into the old abandoned well, the splash echoing ominously from its depths.
"Just a silly story to scare kids," Emily said, though her voice wavered, betraying her nerves. Mark knew his friends were scared, but he was determined to prove his bravery. He took a deep breath, trying to steady his racing heart. The group huddled closer together, their eyes darting around the dark surroundings, every rustle of leaves and distant hoot of an owl making them jump. The well stood as a silent sentinel, its dark mouth seeming to beckon them closer, daring them to uncover its secrets. They whispered among themselves, debating whether to continue or turn back, the thrill of the unknown pulling them forward. Liam, ever the leader, took a step forward, his eyes gleaming with determination. "Let's see what's really down there," he said, his voice steady. Emily and Mark exchanged worried glances, but they knew there was no turning back now. They had to see this through. Together they approached the edge of the well, peering into its inky depths, their imaginations running wild with what might be lurking below. The full moon cast an eerie glow over the scene, illuminating their faces with a ghostly light as they stood on the brink of an unforgettable night.
One by one, they succumbed to the dare. Liam, cocky and sure, peered into the well's darkness. His bravado faded as he screamed, stumbling back from a vision of his worst nightmare. Emily, her face pale, saw her deepest insecurity reflected back at her, amplified and grotesque.
Each friend faced their own personal horror, the well feeding on their terror. Mark watched, his heart pounding, the reality of the legend sinking in.
"Your turn, Mark," Liam choked out, his earlier confidence shattered. His eyes were wide with a terror that sent shivers down Mark's spine. The others, their faces pale and drawn, urged him on, their voices shaky.
Mark hesitated, a cold dread settling in his stomach. He couldn't explain the fear that gripped him, a primal instinct screaming at him to run, but the dare had been made, and he wouldn't be the coward.
Section 5. The Reflection. He leaned over the edge, his breath catching in his throat. The moon, a malevolent eye in the night sky, cast an eerie glow on the water below. At first he saw only his reflection, his face pale and frightened in the dim light. But then his reflection smiled, a slow, sinister stretching of lips that sent chills racing down his spine. It wasn't his smile, it was something cold, hungry, and utterly evil. Section 6. Trapped. The reflection reached out from the water, its icy grip closing around Mark's wrist. He screamed, a desperate, strangled cry that was swallowed by the night.
His friends grabbed his arms, trying to pull him back, but the grip was too strong, the pull relentless.
He felt himself slipping, the darkness of the well rising to meet him. The last thing he saw was the horrified faces of his friends, their screams echoing in his ears as he plunged into the icy depths.
Section 7. The Well's Hunger. Silence descended upon the group, broken only by their ragged breaths. The well was still again, the surface of the water undisturbed, as if it had never known Mark's struggle.
But the friends knew the truth, the horror forever seared into their minds. They fled, their screams lost in the night, the image of Mark's terrified face etched into their souls.
The well remained, a silent testament to its insatiable hunger, waiting for its next victim.
Section 8. A warning unheeded. The village remained silent, the well's dark legend growing with each passing season. The villagers, once vibrant and full of life, now avoided the well at all costs. It stood as a grim reminder of the past, a monument to the unknown horrors that lay beneath. Some say on quiet nights you can still hear the whispers carried on the wind, whispers that seem to come from the very depths of the earth. They echo through the empty streets, a haunting melody that chills the bones of anyone who dares to listen. Whispers that sound suspiciously like Mark's pleas for help. Mark, the brave soul who ventured too close to the well, never to return. His voice, now a part of the legend, serves as a warning to all who hear it. A chilling reminder that some dares are best left untaken. The well, with its dark, foreboding presence, stands as a testament to the dangers of curiosity. It is said that those who dare to peer into its depths are never the same again. But curiosity, like fear, has a way of lingering. It gnaws at the mind, urging one to uncover the secrets that lie hidden. The well, with its dark allure, continues to draw the brave and the foolish alike. And the whispers from the well continue to call, a siren song that beckons those who are willing to risk everything. The echoes of the past, mingled with the present, create a haunting symphony that is impossible to ignore, beckoning the brave and the foolish alike to their doom. The well, with its dark, mysterious depths, promises answers but delivers only despair. It is a place where the line between bravery and folly is blurred. Will you dare to look into the abyss? The choice is yours, but remember, some secrets are best left buried. The well waits, its dark depths ready to consume those who are too curious for their own good.